Good morning, everyone. Hope everybody had a good night and having a good day. We got news the rest of this week that should affect the markets, the Forex in particular, the Aussie and New Zealand dollars, and the US and Canadian news as well. We got the pound dollar on the 1 hour. As you can see, there was the buy opportunity right there, and you easily was able to move it up, move your stop up pretty easy, and it probably got stopped out right there. But that was a target. All these were target from yesterday, and that was the target for today. And looking for a pullback down into here for a potential bounce back up on the pound. Somewhere down in here. Hopefully it doesn't stop right there. That's the better buys right here. Because it's in a sell right now, but it's been a straight off sell. Not really much chance to get in there. So you need a pull back up into here to have a chance to sell it. Aussie dollar, 1 hour. It went in just like we thought it was. Going to fill in the flush down. Went up to it and now it's sold off. So we're kind of in no man's land right now. We could come back down into here though. And that could happen today. You got the pound CAD. It ran up yesterday, hit its target, actually went above it, and now it's in a sell on the 1 hour. I'm looking for it to come down to probably about right in here before there's a buy opportunity. So nothing to do there because it's kind of run away as well. So it needs a pull up to be able to sell, make it a low risk sell. For those of you that's first time here, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you would subscribe to the channel, and then you would have to click on the notify me button, and then you'll be notified by YouTube when I'm on live streaming, because I'm live streaming. It'll be 3 weeks tomorrow I've been on. So I'm pretty excited about that. Getting it going finally. And I do swing trading. I don't do day trading. Even though there is at times, like there was yesterday, a buy on the pound I was in, pound dollar, and on the Aussie dollar as well. So there is times where it is, sometimes there isn't, because you have to wait for the setups to happen. Like this is no setup needed for a sell. You need a pull back up here, make it a low risk sell, and hopefully that's going to happen to where it's going to pull back down to here. So that would be almost 100 pips move down to there. Now that could happen today. Because pound CAD, because there's CAD news, so it's tied to the pound. So the pound yen is sold off after its big run up. Looking for a pullback down in here. Actually, yeah, about right in there, and that can happen today easily on the pound yen. But again, it's flushed down. We need a push up for a low risk sell, and then the pull down into here for a possible buy opportunity. There's nothing there on the pound yen yet. It's just on the 1 hour sell, and it's selling off straight off. Euro New Zealand, which I got in on it, actually got over here. It was yesterday afternoon on the sale. Took off half the position. Already, and I'm at break even on my other trade, on the other half, which was 50 pips on the Euro New Zealand, because it has a range from anywhere from 100 to 140 daily range. And looking for a pullback actually about where it's at. That might be the limit. If it closes below in here, then it's could continue the sell down, which is what I'm looking for. Now New Zealand has got the same picture, except it didn't push up enough really to get in. New Zealand yen still in a buy on the 1 hour. There was your opportunity to get in right there. The low is 87.08 basically. That low is 87.16. So that's $11 risk, and there's your reward. So you get 16.64. That's 45, and it's 35 is what you take off in the New Zealand yen. 30 to 35, take off half, because it only has a range. Daily range is from 60 to 70. So it's still in a buy right now, and it has the potential today, if it's going up to here, has another 30 something pips, so it could definitely do that, as that low is 49 to 97, so that's 48, almost 50 pips. But actually the low is right here from overnight. Yep. So that's 34, so that's 60, so that's its range. It can easily go up to there today. If it's going to continue selling off, we're looking for a pullback back down to here, which is almost 60. Actually is over 60. So there's nothing to do here. Euro Aussie is in a sale from yesterday. There's your opportunity to get in, low risk. Now you're in the money. You made money. First half, second half is making money. You're moving your stop down, and you'd have to look at a 4 hour to do that. As these run straight off, so there's really no chance. If you got in there, you'd have to move it to the high of this candle. Couldn't get any closer. That's a 4 hour. So the 1 hour is probably coming to right here, and we're going to get a bounce. The better play would be down to here, somewhere down in here for a buy back up. It's on the Euro Aussie. Euro CAD has made a 1 hour sell. It's kind of flushed down. You're looking for a pullback to get in, to go short. And then looking for it to come down into here, and that can happen today because of the range on the Euro CAD. The pound CAD sold off. You really didn't have a chance to get in, but right there, that high 93.40, and that's high is 22. So that's 18 plus 4 is $22 risk. So you could have got in there, and you've been able to make the money. Half the position's off. You're moving your stop down. The target to the downside is right here. That's resistance. So that can easily come there because of the pound odds range, and then turn around and come back up. See, that's a yearly pivot right there. Look what happened. Went up to it, stalled, actually closed above it a little bit, and it sold off. So now we're going to come back and retest it. Probably not till it gets down in here somewhere. CAD yen has made a 1 hour buy. There's no buy set up there yet. It's got to pull back down into here before there's a buy opportunity. And with the CAD having news, be a little leery of that right now. Why is my there was the sell back over here from 16th, which was Tuesday. So you had to stay in that a while because it drove down into here the 19th. So it was basically almost 3 days you had to hold that position. But you don't care when it goes in because you could have got out on that spike down. Because it went right back up, actually went below, above it. So you had opportunities there, here, here, and here to short it. Euro yen 1 hour is in a 1 hour sell now. It's kind of ran away too. It should come down to somewhere down in here, and that can happen today, but we'd rather have a push up into here and then sell it and it come down to here. That'd be about 100 pips. Gotta eat some breakfast. Odd yen has gone up and filled in. It's flushed down. So nothing to do there. If we're looking for a buy opportunity, it's back down here. But this could push up a little bit more before it sells off down to here on the odd yen. To the pound getting close to pushing up because it's got to move down here. We don't want it to go straight down there because then it could be a buy opportunity. We want it to push up, give us a low risk sell, and then sell off down to here. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to put them in the chat, or you can go to the comment page on my YouTube channel homepage. If this is the first time you're here and you feel like you got to trade every day, this is probably not the trading room for you. I'm not saying that to be mean. I'm just saying that to be truthful, because there's not trades every day whenever you swing trade. There's just not. Sometimes there is, sometimes there isn't. Have to be patient, wait for the setup. Like for here, the buy here, you had to wait 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 hours, almost a whole day to get back in. So there's no trade on this currency anyway. Now on others there might be. Let's see, the Aussie dollar yesterday we had an opportunity. Its better opportunity was over here. We had this, you had your chance to get in here, you had another chance to get in. You didn't make as much as you did that one. But again, these are days, several days apart. And then there is your better opportunity, because there's the buy, low risk trade. But again, this was from October the 13th. October the 23rd, 10 days you had to wait on that trade. But you're always having to look, because there's always opportunities, but it may not happen every day. There's the pound CAD. There's its buy. You had to wait 16 hours. So again, a good ways to wait. So you had to be patient, but you got rewarded by your patience. The pound yen had a buy over here on the 17th of October. A lot of traders would have seen this. Oh, it's running away, it's running away. And actually did a little breakout right there, but didn't go far. So hopefully breakout traders didn't take that. They got sucked in if it did, both times. Actually all times. you can wait on that for another breakout, and that one did break out. Or you could have waited on this, pull back, there was an opportunity, another opportunity. You're rewarded for your patience. You had to wait on this one. This was the 24th, no, the 20th, and that's not the same day. No better than that. Oh, it's taking its time. That's what it's doing. The 17th. So 3 days you had to wait. And then you had to wait another day, because this is more than a day's run up. But you got half your position off, and then you were able to easily, when that flushed up, you move your stop up. So you're from way down here to up here. So now that's made good money. Now I would have got out right in here yesterday, because that's above major resistance, and it closed above it. Now it did go a little bit higher, but now we're down back below where I got out, so I'm comfortable with that. Sure, I could have got 27, 40 something more pips if I'd have got out of the exact, which probably wouldn't have happened. So I'm happy with that. And the New Zealand, I'm in this one already. That was from yesterday afternoon. It took a couple of hours for it to move, but then you did have another poked up a little bit more than where I got in, and it's gone down. So that would have been 2082.43. And that low is, that's not, I know it's better than that. $81.60. That was about 80 pips. So half the position, I've already taken off half the position, and I'm at break even plus a couple dollars on my second half. So if this flushes down, which I think that it's going to do, then I'll be able to move it down to here. And now that second half has made almost as much money as the first half. Now I'm tempted to take this off down here, because this is going to be strong resistance here, or support I should say. Now will it make it down there today? Yes, the range, daily range is, it could go down to there. You see how it started back up, see it broke above here, came back, and so that's going to be support right there. So somewhere right in there, you have to be careful, because it could turn back to the upside, because this is in an uptrend, strong uptrend. So this could be just a slight retracement before it heads higher. If I'm not mistaken, there's something up here higher. I don't think it was too high though, but maybe it is. Here it is. No, it's not too high. 186. So we're about 400 and something away from that. That's a yearly pivot as well, as was this down here, which we came off of. So those are much better. The yearly pivots are much better than the daily, weekly, and the monthly, because they are a longer term support and resistance. So they're harder to go through. Pound yen. It's got a little ways to go on it, I believe, to the downside before there's a buy opportunity. So we'll see about that. 'Cause, 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 the dollar yen is in the 149.80s. So there's not going to be anything to do there until it gets above 150. Looking for the Bank of Japan to step in. On it again, this already happened a couple weeks ago, and I expect that's going to happen again. Now see, this is a yearly pivot on the pound yen. See how we came up. Let me see if I can squeeze this together. Oh, that might be much. But that orange, which goes all the way across, is a yearly pivot. And this is what I'm telling you. Went up to it, sold off big time. Went up to it, sold off a little bit, came back with a vengeance, closed above it, went a lot higher. That is about, that went almost 100, about 90 pips higher from the pivot. Excuse me. And then we closed below it and went straight below it and sold off. Came back and almost retested it right there and sold off, and have stayed below it this whole time till yesterday, where we closed above it. We went higher again, back up in here. There was another sell opportunity right there, and it sold off back down to the pivot. Now what's it going to do here? Is it going to flush, come back and retest and go lower, or we're going to go higher here? So if you're going to buy, then you got to have a tight stop. I would expect this is probably, there's a good chance it's coming down to here before it turns around to the upside. And that can happen today. Or it's going to bounce up to here, give us another sell opportunity, but I need a low risk sell, because this could take these highs out and go higher. Let's see where I'm at. Yeah, there's major resistance up here, and that can happen too. So just remember, if you're going to buy the pound yen, there's a chance that it could come down to here before it turns around. And if you're buying it, and if it gets up into here, then you got to be careful, because this could be a sell where it comes back down and then flushes like this. The only thing you can hope for if you're buying here is the push up to here. You'd make a little over 100 pips today on that. So that's the pound yen. The Aussie yen, it has come up and about filled in its flush down. So its run may be over with, even though it could come up into here today, which isn't much further than where it's at right now. Because there's no sell up in here. The closest is still in a buy. It was in a sell. It came back up into the sell and sold off. Is that going to happen again? You did have a buy opportunity right there. I was able to get in it. But you have to be patient and wait on these trades. You can't rush in if you still start running away. Which, let me try to find you one. If it's on here, because the Aussie was in a sell. Yeah, see, like here, you probably don't want to get in trades like this, but you might have got in there. 66.82 had been on $19 risk. But if you didn't get in there, then it just kind of run away. You didn't have a chance to get in. Then you had to wait. There was your chance to get in. It was over here when it came back up to it. And then you got that. You got paid off for your patience. Yeah, I think there was another one in here if it wasn't the spike down. Yeah, I really don't count that. That's where the Bank of Japan stepped in. And that was about 160 pip spike to the downside. So that wasn't a good low risk trade because it didn't come down. It needed to come down in here, and it didn't. But then it came back down over here, and you can see what happened. But you had to wait for almost a week and a half for this move. So that's what I'm saying. There's not a trade every day. So you have to be patient. So if you feel like you have to trade and make money every day, there's plenty of rooms on YouTube that do 1, 3, and 5 minute and 15-minute charts, and they do 20, 30, 40 trades a day, which I used to do, and I blew 2 accounts doing that. So no more. I've done this swing trading since 2007, so going on 17 years. I've been profitable doing this. Takes the stress away. But I am in a position, I mean, I didn't win the lottery or anything. Was in a position when I was working and made good money. I was able to put money aside, and then we flipped a couple of houses, and they gave me the money I need to be able to trade full time. The big thing was when I was working and was doing this just on the side, swing trading, I got really good at it because I could put in orders. Like here, if this was happening during when I went to bed, then I would put in an order down in here with my stop and my first target profit, and then I wake up the next morning and half the positions took off, and now I can move my stop up from where it's at and just keep moving it. And I would have got out up in here because I'd been resistant, strong resistance that day, even though it did close above it. But it did come up and fill that in, that flush down. But I just would have got 10 or 12 more pips, so it'd been, and then this happened, so it'd been worth it to where I wouldn't have had to been in it. But then I'd have been able to sell right in here and caught that down move. So now if you're working a real job, I would say swing trading is your best bet, because in the mornings before you go to work you can look at it. On your first break in the mornings you can look at it. At lunchtime you can look at it. Break in the afternoon you can look at it, and then on your way home you can look at it, and then when you get home you can look at it and monitor it more at night. So there's plenty of opportunities to look. As opposed to if you're trying to day trade and then you're working a real job, you're putting in a risk, a great risk that you could get fired. The company may frown on that because you're having to look. If you're trading with YouTubers that do 1, 3, and 5 minute charts, you're constantly having to look at your phone, so you won't miss anything that they're doing if you're following them, which I hope that you don't follow. I hope that you learn. Because like for me, don't follow me. I mean, you need to be able to learn this on your own, because I'm not going to be here forever. So you need to know how to do this. That way you don't need me. You can go on, don't have to watch me anymore. Because I do low risk trades like here. That's a low risk trade. Now these signals are mine. I created these, so you're not going to be able to get these anywhere. They're up here. Now these blue or parabolic SAR, you can get those anywhere. Any place has those. I just use this because sometimes it tells me that it's fixing to move up or down, depending on how the range, how far it's gone, and how far away from the buy or the sell that it's gone. So let's fix that. I was trying to see the New Zealand yen. That was a trade that I got in yesterday. Because again, buy signal. This was at 7 o'clock in the morning. This candle ended at 8. It's well over 2 hours later. There's your spike down, which was at 9 o'clock in the morning. your opportunity to get in, low risk trade, that would have been 87.08 and 87.16.8, $11 risk. A Big Mac combo meal basically was what you were risking for a buy. As opposed to here, you see this going up. Most traders get scared. They go, oh, it's running away without me, I better get in. So they get in way up here, and now look where their risk is. Now they've got a little bit, not a whole lot. They may have been happy with 8-10 pips, which most traders are. I've said this before, say it again, I continue saying it. You don't have to take my word for it. All you got to do is go to the brokerage houses, wherever you trade from, whether it's TradingView, MT4, Wanda Interactive Brokers, any of those, Goldman Sachs. And they'll tell you that on average, their traders on Forex take 8 to 10 pip profit. That's it. And on the stocks, they take on average 10 cents. So they're taking it too quick, and they're not waiting for these moves. They're just wanting to get that money. Oh, I got 10 cents or 8 to 10 pips. I got to take that. I got to make money today. If that's how you feel, I would say stop trading today. Go to a demo account. Try to build up your checking account. Don't trade with money that you have to use to pay lot rent or a mortgage or car note, or even buy food and clothes and shoes for the kids. Stop trading till you can get that account up, but you can still learn. Do a demo account. Still learn how to trade while you're waiting. And then that way you'll have an opportunity. You don't have to worry about trading with money that you can trade with money you can afford to lose. So there was a how far away are we? A good ways. There's the first resistance yearly, which it could get there by the end of the year. So we have to keep an eye on that. But if that's going up that high, that means the dollar yen is probably going higher too. So any questions or comments, please feel free. I'm open to that. I'm here on Mondays through Thursdays, 8 a.m. Eastern time. I'm in the U.S. until about, usually on here for an hour. Depends how many is in the chat room, if any. I know it's hard for people, because most people, the majority of traders are in that position where they feel like they have to make money. So they're going to look for a trade room that's trading 20, 30, 40 times a day. I've seen them. I know they're out there. I've seen them. But these guys, a lot of them spend more time trying to get you to subscribe and to hit the like channel, because they're trying to raise revenue from getting so many subscribers and likes every day, where they can get paid by YouTube, and then they can get paid by revenue being placed on their YouTube channel. Instead of, supposedly, they talk about they're there for the trading, to help people to get to trade. So then why are you spending so much time trying to get people to subscribe and like? I even heard two different rooms totally, that said when they didn't get to a certain number of likes, whether it was 500 or 1,000, they wasn't going to make a trade until it got up to that. Why would you do that? Why do you care? That means you care more about the other than you do the trading. I know your time is valuable, just like mine is. But if you're telling people, hey, this is... Oh, did I lose my... Oh, good. Okay, it went away for a second. Pretty successful, good. So, you have to ask yourself, are they serious about helping me trading if they're spending the majority of their time or telling you stuff like that? And another thing to look for, This is just from experience. You can find this out for yourself by going on all these traders. A majority of them, not all of them, but a majority of them will have on their screens how many wins and losses they had for either the day, the week, the month, or even the year. Now that's very deceiving. Don't fall into the trap of that. And I'll explain why. Let's say, for instance, they're a pretty heavy trader. Within the month, they made 50 trades, maybe even more than that, a month's time, if they're trading 1, 3, and 5 minute charts. That can easily happen. That can happen in a week. For some of them, even a day. I've seen them do almost 40 a day years ago. I don't even know if they're still in existence. I hope not, because nobody needs to trade like that. You can't win. That's where the average traders, 95% fail. So they're all in that category. I know you're going to see them with big flashy cars, Lamborghinis, houses. That's just to get you to come in and subscribe, like the channel, where they can get the revenue. That's all that is. Because there's no need for you to flash those. There's not. If you're serious about teaching people to learn how to trade and make money, there's no need to put that crap up there. Because you should have enough confidence in your trading and what you're doing to be able to teach people. And that's what they need to see, not a flashy car or a flashy house. So don't get sucked into that stuff. And also, let's say, for instance, the example, they do 50 trades. They have a pretty good record. They have 38, let's say 38 wins, 10 losses, 2 break-evens. So you would look at that and say, oh gosh, I need to follow these guys. They got a good winning rate. But what it doesn't tell you is the other side of the picture that's the most important. How many pips did they get total? And more than likely, if they tell you, they might not even tell you or show you. But on average, when you break it down with how many pips total they got with the number of trades, on average it's going to be 8 to 10 pips. Why would you take that? Because what happens when it goes in their direction, they take off 8 to 10. They may do like half, like what I do. They take off half, and they move their stop to break even. Then all of a sudden they get stopped out, and the trade goes in their direction. Because they have to trade that way. Because they can't let it come down 20 pips after they got 8, and then they could get stopped out. Now they've had a losing trade. So they have to move it that way. In swing trading, you don't have to move that way. You know where your stop is, right there. You enter right there. $11. Who can afford to lose $11? And then you get half of your positions taken off. You've moved your stop up. It's made money, so you're going to make close to $100 or more if that thing pushes up, which I'm still in it, because my stop is now right here. If this pushes up, under all of this, it pushes higher, then I'm moving it up under here. So now I've got from the 87.50s to where I was in the teens. So that's almost 40 pips on the second half after getting 35 on the first half. And I could continue higher. There's resistance up in here, so there's a chance that I may take that off if it reaches that today. If it reaches it. It could turn around and come back down here and give a second opportunity to go long before it goes higher. But I won't care, because if it comes in and stops me out, I still made money from here to here. And I already got first half, which takes all the stress off. Takes all the stress off. So I'm going to go through these one more time for everybody. Let's see. Pound yen. Now this looks like this is coming down to here, and it's going to be a buy back up to here. Because what you're looking for is a sell opportunity up here. If it runs straight down, and you have a chance to get in the buy, hoping that it runs back up in here for the sell. that will be a good move. Almost 100 pips, a little bit more than 100 pips. Excuse me. Y'all mind if I refresh my coffee real quick? I'll be right back. Won't take but just a minute. Okay, I'm back. Had to get some more coffee. Second cup, that's my limit for the day. So after this, I'm done with that. So, okay, I'll go over one more time just in case there is any new people in here. Let's go to the pound dollar. First of all, welcome to my YouTube channel. And second of all, I'm live streaming, of course, and for you to be able to find out when I am live streaming, the best way to do that is subscribe to the channel, and then you'll have to also click on the notify me, and then you'll be notified by YouTube when I am on live streaming live. So, and thank you for doing that. You can either like or unlike, whatever you want to do. I'm not one of those that's on YouTube pushing all that stuff so they can get paid by that instead of trading. So I do swing trading. It's not for everybody, because most people that are following people on YouTube follow people that trade on 1, 3, 5 minute and even 15-minute charts because they want a bunch of trades a day because they feel like they have to make money every day. Again, if you're in that position, I would suggest to stop trading, do a demo account, and learn. Not from them, but from somebody. If you're working a job, this is the best for you, swing trading, if you're working a full-time job. Because you don't have to monitor it as much, because I use 1 and 4 hour candles, so there's plenty of time where you can do stuff. Because I've traded the 1, 3, and 5 minute charts before, and I blew 2 accounts. So I won't do that again. The saying goes, you bought the t-shirt, been there, bought the t-shirt. Yep, that's what I did. Been there, bought the t-shirt, and I burnt the t-shirt. So I'm never going back to that again. Because I've done this Forex swing trading since 2007. I just decided back in the summer to go online to be able to teach people, because I've seen too many on YouTube where there's people on there following, and most of them may just want the entertainment. But I would want to try to find somebody where I can learn and be able to do this full time at home or wherever you may live. And see, this is flushing down, so this is going to get filled back in. This is on the pound dollar. There's no chance to get in. It is probably coming down to here, and there's going to be a buy opportunity to come back up and give us a chance to sell. Now this is major support right here. This is a yearly pivot. You can see what happens when it gets around this. I can go back even further. and show you how we came down, went up, came back down, closed below a little bit, went up, closed below a little bit, went even higher. So would you say that that's major support now? And we can go back a little bit further. There's the same yearly pivot. Here's where we went up to it, closed above it, came back, touched it, went up, came back, touched it, went higher. You can't make this stuff up. That's just where it is. That's the yearly pivot. This is put on January the 1st. This line has been here since January the 1st. So it tells you how much importance there is in this yearly pivot. More important than a daily, weekly, and monthly. This is strong resistance or support. And let's see if we can go back where we crashed below it. See, we was above it. See again. Went up above it, came back, touched it, went a lot higher, came down, touched it, closed below it, went a lot lower. You tell me. I'm not making this stuff up. You tell me if that isn't important. These yearly pivots, it's on all these currencies, all of them, even stocks and stuff. It's very important. So if you're going to buy, I would look for an opportunity to buy down here, the pound dollar. And if you're going to look for a sell, wait for a pullback up, sell up into here, and then come down, and we could retest this again. So that's on the pound dollar. The Aussie dollar, that was its flush down. We came up and we filled that in, which is what we expected from. That's what I expected from yesterday when I bought down here, because there was the buy. You say, why did you buy here? Look to the left. There was my buy signal. You had a little bit of an opportunity to get in. You wouldn't have got in that one. You might have got in that low, but this one would have been the one you had to get in, or you missed it, and then you had to wait for it to come down to here, and then you got rewarded. Now this could go a little bit higher, because I'm going to squeeze it in if I can. There's the sell. So this could be heading up to here before it sells off. But we did have a flush up. So it's either going to come back down to here and then go higher, or it's going to go higher up to here and then sell off back down to here. So this is in no man's land right now. Nothing to do. We have to wait. I'm still in this trade though from yesterday. I was able to get off half the position at 35 pips because the Aussie dollar doesn't have as big a range as some of the others, so I have to take it off of half of its range, which is 60 to 70 at the most 70 a day. So then when they had this push up, see, originally when they get in here, that's my stop. When this pushed up, and this is now my stop. But because this pushed up into here like that, and it's kind of gone sideways, this may be the end of this move. But I don't care. I was able to go from my entry down here to up here, and I made just as much money as when I took off my first half of my position. And if this takes this out right here, this low, then I'm going to move stop loss from here to the low of this candle, so I'll gain a little bit more money. If this pushes up, takes out that high, then I'm moving it up under this low right here. So now I'm from here to here. So now my second half has made more money than my first half. And I can only hope that it's going to push back up into here while I continue having opportunity, and I would probably take my profit, the rest of it, up here if it gets to there. Now will it make that today? 63.59. up to, no, it won't make it there today. Let's see, it about filled in. It's flush. It could go a little bit higher up into there, but that's what you look for down here. When it flushes down, look for a retracement. That's going to take a while, a couple of days, so you got to be willing, be patient, and stay in it and wait. You're paid to wait. No, you've heard that before, but it's true. I got to eat me a donut. That's the Aussie dollar. Pound CAD, there was a buy from the 17th, which is last Wednesday. So when this shows up, time to get out. I'd have got out in here though. But it got me, because that's just my entry down here. And when it made the push up, I moved from my original stop from here to here at my entry, and it comes down, doesn't stop me out. And it moves up, but it's got to take out the highs. There's, it's took out the highs. So now I can actually move it up all the way to here, which I've done. And when it makes another push up, which it didn't, which it did right here, and you continue to move it up, that's where I got stopped out. But my entry was from here to here. Already took off half the position. I about got the same amount, maybe a little bit more from my second half. So I'm happy with that. I hate that I missed that, but I got money. And now this pound CAD is run away. Didn't have a chance to get in. So I would expect it's coming down to here, and then you can look for a bounce back up into here for potential sale. I would think that it's coming right down in here. It can happen today. Pound yen is pulling down, looking for it to come down into here, and then there'll be, see, there was no, again, it was flushed down, no opportunity. So look for it to come down in here, turn around, come back up. See that orange line? That is a yearly pivot. See, we came down here, came up to it twice, close to it, but then we closed above it, come back and touched it, went higher. Now we're down back below it. Let me show you this one. How important these yearly pivots are. See, it's that orange line that's going all the way across. See, we always down below it. We come up and touched it, didn't close above it, came lower, closed above it, went higher, come back down, touched it, closed below it, retested it, didn't close above it, and went a lot lower. And went up, touched it after we were lower, sold off. Yeah, I can't make this stuff up. That line has been there since January the 1st. That's a pivot line. Went up, touched it exactly, sold off big time. That's a big move down after it was below it. And there's another close below it, flush down. So see how this is an attractive pivot number. So it's coming down now. Look for it to come down somewhere in here and be a buy opportunity to come back up. Now we may come up and retest this, but the best opportunity would be where it's going to come up. If it explodes up through here, it could do like this and go higher, which means it's going to take out that high. But the best scenario would be for it to wait to come up to here to sell, low risk sell, or buy down in here and have it come up and retest it. That's still a good move right here. That's about 182.40 up to 183.60 pips. If it goes up into here, it's even going to be closer to the more like 90 or 100. All this could happen today. It's not that far down here because this is a 1 hour chart. So Euro New Zealand is in a sell. It's coming down where I expected. I'm in this. So now I can move my stop down. Because my entry was over here. I didn't get this. That went up just a little bit higher. Gave you an opportunity to get in. That was my entry. That was my initial stop. This is pushed down. When I made the push down, I moved it to break even plus a couple dollars. Now that it's pushed down again, now I go to the high of this candle. So now it's made money. I've already took off half of my position. The stress is off. I'm in a trade. Don't have to worry about getting in another trade. That's the beauty of swing trading. But you have to be patient, and you have to have money to where you don't have to have a trade every day, because there might not be one. So I'm looking for this one to come down to about right here. And that can happen today. Pound New Zealand is looking the same way. It gave you that one opportunity right here. That may have been too great a risk. That high is 209.61 basically. 69. And that's 36 from 32, 28 plus 6 on the spread is 34. So that would have been too great. That's too great for me, even though it's worked. I probably need to look at 40 max on this one, because it can really move when it moves. The New Zealand yen, I am in this one. Got in here. This was yesterday during our session. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes there is buy opportunities, but it all has to set up the signal, the poke down. This could have easily ran away. I couldn't have got in it. Could have just went straight up with nothing to poke down. That's an $11 risk right there. I've already took off half the position, and my stop is up in here. So that's from that entry to here. It's already made money. So I'm in the trade, don't have to hunt for one, no stress. Now I'm just hoping this is push up, take out this high where I can move my stop up to here. And it's made even more money from there to here. But this could easily come back and retrace this and give another buy opportunity down here. That can happen today. The Euro Aussie is in a sell. There was your opportunity to go short. You've made good money. It's coming back down into here. So, and possibly even there. That could happen today. But because it's got a flush down, now we got to look for an opportunity for it to come back up in here for another sell. Euro CAD sold straight off, no opportunity to get in, and looking for it to come down here today. Now I want it to push back up here to get in for a sell, low risk sell, and then come down to here. If it comes down straight down to here, then I got to look for a buy opportunity. And that can happen today. It could come down here today, but I prefer for it to go up to here and then sell. Pound Aussie, the same thing. It just kind of runs straight there. See, there's going to be a retracement on this. We don't know if that's going to happen today. It has come down to its daily range for the day. Look for a buy opportunity in here for a push back up to have a chance to sell. Now, see again the orange line, that's a yearly pivot. Look what happened from down here, came back up to it. Now it's sold off, and we're down here where there is a buy opportunity. CAD yen, it's got news today, so careful on it. It's in a buy. It's too high, the risk is too great. You got to have a pullback down into here to have a chance to buy, and it's coming back up into here. And with the CAD news, that could happen today. So you just have to watch these euro yen sold off, no chance to get in. Expecting to move down to here, and then there could be a buy opportunity to push back up to give us a sell opportunity. And last, the Aussie yen. It's come up and filled in. It's flushed down, filled it in up here. It could go up a little bit higher. That's the major resistance right there, so it could come up to there before it sells off. But we're going to squeeze this in. There's the buy. If you didn't get in there, you didn't get in. Now you're waiting for a pullback all the way back down into here. It had come up. There was the sell. Opportunity to get in for the sell. Will there be another opportunity up here for a sell? But you have to wait on these. You have to wait. It's that same thing. That was the Bank of Japan. It came down, but the risk is too great. It ran away. Now we're waiting for it to come back down into the 193.40 area. 193.40. You just have to be patient on these. You have to be patient and wait for the setups. Right, that's it for today, guys. If you got any questions, comments, feel free to go on my YouTube channel page, comment section there. Good or bad, you can put it in. And I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Usually if you're in my time zone, I get back quickly. If you're from overseas, then depending on when you send it, then it may be back a lot later, especially if I'm sleeping. Could be 10 or 12 hours or I can get back to you. But I don't think that I forgot about you. It's just that the time difference will throw that off, being able to answer the questions. So I hope everybody has a good day. I hope you're learning. That's the whole key. You need to learn. And then that way you don't need me no more. And hopefully the goal is for you to be able to eventually work from home full time. And this is your business, just like this is my business now. I treat it like a business. The only difference between me and the rest of the YouTubers is I don't push people to get, 10,000 likes and 1 million subscribers. Because that's not what I'm in this for. I'm in this for to teach. Not to get YouTube money or revenue money. If that comes, great, wonderful. But I'm not going to push to get it because that's not my ulterior motive. It's to be able to teach people to how to be able to trade where they don't need me no more. They got it on their own, and all I ask is when you become successful is that you do what I do. Teach other people's. Return the favor. Alright, so we'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Hope everybody has a good evening, a good rest of the day. If you're in trades, move your stops. Have your profit targets set. And we'll see you tomorrow.